to The Magic Word with me, Magic Mark. With me at this time is Sam Bailey. You like not retired again?
I'm not. I didn't retire the second time.
You've retired so many times.
Yes, I have retired so many times. In the light of someone else having a career versus career title match and not retiring, but yes.
Well, that was a very bitchy thing to start it with, wasn't it?
Not really. His career at Future Shock is done. We had a conversation about this backstage.
Right. Okay. So why did you retire this time?
I didn't retire. I went to teach football, or as they call it over there, soccer.
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 I've heard of soccer.
You've heard of soccer, not football.
No.
Not football.
No.
Yeah, I went over and taught in America. Yeah, hashtag Coach Bailey. For 3 months. So I was.
Can people buy these?
I'm sure eventually there'll be all kinds of merchandise available to book Coach Bailey and fire Coach Bailey. And please don't book Coach Bailey. Book Les Bailey. Yeah, so I went over there for 3 months and therefore was otherwise engaged, so I couldn't really attend all my local British shows.
So it was a very brief retirement.
It was a very brief inactivity moment, yes.
So you're back?
Yes.
Should people book you?
Always.
Are people booking you?
Working on it.
There was that thing on Facebook that amused me.
My tour poster.
Your tour poster, which didn't have many dates on.
That was my highlight of... I had the idea of going, I want to do something different. People don't have...
See you, Pash.
Wrestlers don't tour unless they're like big international imports, and the whole idea of me coming back from America is that I can at least make the excuse of, hey, I'm coming back to the UK and I can really do with the money because I don't have a job at the moment.
But it had only been 3 months.
I know, but that's exactly the kind of the...
You're not spud, are you?
No. I'm no spud. No rock star. But yeah, it was just...
I love you there.
Thank you. Not as much as spud, clearly.
As much as spud.
Thanks.
Anytime.
So yeah, I wanted to do something different, and I spoke to Alan Wilde.
Who is lovely. Who is an official sponsor of the show, even though he didn't want to be. Basically, he has taught me how to do all...
So he doesn't have to.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He's taught me how to do all the editing and stuff. So if this is good, it was because Alan taught an idiot. If it's bad, it's because...
Alan taught an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
Oh, right.
So yeah, official sponsor.
But yes, he decided, I came up with the idea, Alan made it come to life.
It was beautiful.
Yes, and the whole idea of somebody needs the money tour is also a new tagline.
And depending on how well he's taught me, I may actually put that on screen now.
Oh, you could have at least put it on like seamlessly.
Of course, I look like a bit of a fool if I didn't manage it.
If it just like flashes past the screen really quickly. And a great editing style. So like, oh,
I'm
wrong
going to be
edit.
the best editor ever. Probably not.
It's not that hard once you get started. That's what I used to do. That was my post-wrestler. I can't be a wrestler for the rest of my life, so what can I do? Right, I'm going to be an editor. And then I did that for 6 months and went, this is really expensive.
Yeah. Well, the equipment and stuff.
Equipment and the teaching and things. When I went to I went to like a private like education system, and they were like, oh, it's only going to be about $7,000. I was like, oh, that sounds a bit expensive. And 6 months later, they went, you've not paid any of it yet. And I went, bye! So I got everything I needed out of it, and then
Super.
True story. It's not even a wrestling related story.
No, it's a nice story there.
Yes.
Yeah. So where are you actually booked on this tour?
On this return tour.
This return tour.
The tour that only tours if people book me for the tour.
Book Bailey. It's got a nice voice.
Hashtag book more Bailey. There's hashtags everywhere.
Yeah.
Hashtag for likes.
Hashtag Coach Bailey.
Hashtag Coach Bailey. Yeah. I'm potentially... Well, my first booking is in Hull. Back at my other home. Second home at NGW. New Generation Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
They're very nice people. And on Challenge TV, so you know.
Are
Publicity.
you actually going to be on the telly?
Probably not. I mean, the likelihood of they're picking my match, no.
Right. Are you getting better by it? I mean, who are you wrestling?
I don't even know. They're just that. This selfish self-promotion actually works, and people are like, oh, I haven't booked you for a while. Go here. So obviously was at the anniversary show of Future Shock and spoke to the man in charge, and he said, "Oh, we'll have you back as well," which was quite nice.
This pleases me.
Yes. Great Bear. Speaking of other promotions,
Great Bear.
Great Bear have asked me to do their November show.
The Bear has asked you to work.
The Bear has called.
Yeah.
And as it's the end of the year.
What did he say? Rah, 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 rah.
Something Buckmore Bailey.
Right.
Something November 14th. Was like,
Right. Okay.
So I'm there. Pro wrestling for you at the end of the year as well.
I like pro wrestling for you.
Yes.
I have a lot of fun at pro wrestling for you.
Whether I'll be wrestling or just being your commentary partner, though, or being a ring announcer.
They made me commentate on my own when you weren't there. It was really odd. And they love it, apparently. The promoter loves it. I'm like...
Well, they've not had commentary on their DVDs before. So.
Well, yeah, but... Right, I couldn't make the show. And you were in foreign lands. And so they sent me the footage. So I sat in my pants for 2 hours watching a YouTube video, talking to myself. It was weird.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, and Just Do Wrestling. Speaking of weird.
Just Do Wrestling? Weird.
Speaking of weird and wonderful, Just Do Wrestling. They also have...
Do they have commentary?
Not yet. You should speak to them. I know a guy who knows a guy who runs the show, so...
I think I know who runs the show.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You speak to them then.
Yeah, I probably should.
Because, yeah, they could do with probably a... Yeah.
Yeah.
Because...
They could do with a really unprofessional commentator.
Well, Matty ring announces, so you know...
Oh, well then I'm in.
You're in. Sorted. Job's done.
Did he say fuck at a family show?
Probably.
Yeah, he probably did.
He's doing Insomnia for all of your video game geeks.
What's Insomnia?
It's a gaming convention where all the YouTubers, along with all the new games and new video things, are all going to be there, and Matty's a host. He's on a panel. He's doing
This
Q&A.
is metrosexual Matthew Taylor.
Or Matt Taylor, or MC host Matt Richards, depending on...
Oh, is he Matt Richards now?
Depends where he is.
Right.
He goes by many names.
He always has the same face though, and it's really nice.
He does.
He does.
You're just going to constantly look at the camera, aren't you? This is.
I don't know. I'm still learning.
I don't know if you're talking to me or.
What do you think? Should I be talking to Sam or looking at the camera? I've worked for PCW for like nearly 3 years, and I still don't fucking know.
I've noticed. Yeah. Because I think introducing, you go to the camera and you go, "Hey, I'm blah blah blah. I'm interviewing blah blah blah, blah blah blah." But I think then the focus should be the other person.
Right. Okay. Shall I just watch some Parky and see what he does?
Yeah. Well, he only ever speaks to the camera when he's going to adverts or he's introducing the show that started.
And we'll be back after this break. I don't know if I'm actually going to manage that, but we could try.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could fit a Future Shock.
What shall I advertise?
Future Shock on demand.
That's true. Future Shock on demand. Good commentary on it.
Good wording as well. But so yeah, you can shamelessly plug all the promotions you work for, and
I
if
sure
they've
should
got a
I?
little YouTube channel or
Yeah.
buy DVDs online.
Yeah.
It's
Sure
free,
should I?
and they're not going to moan it, and you've got 5 minutes filler there.
That's true. To be fair, most of the people that I've got planned that are coming on the show, I ain't gonna need no filler.
No.
No. I haven't asked Matt yet. He's probably getting upset with me.
Well, especially if this goes on before you even interviewed him or asked him.
Matt, do you want to be on a
Can't
web show?
ask him on the web show.
Can I not?
This far in, he's already fast forwarded to hear where his name's been mentioned.
That's true. Can you do that? Like have like a search? You should. That'd be well good.
Oh no, because then people would never watch anything. They'd just wait for their own names.
Yeah.
That's what I do with the stuff that I'm on.
Yeah. Me too.
Skip chapters. Am I on this one? No. What about this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't.
And then
when I'm ringing out, I don't watch the actual match because I'm not talking, and I'm incredibly vain and have a massive ego.
shocking, wrestling and ego and vain people. It's
Right.
perfect.
Anyone who's in wrestling who says I haven't got an ego, it's a lie.
Yeah. Everyone's
It's a
out
massive
there.
lie.
Everyone who says they're not. It's weird though, because everyone who says like, oh, I didn't get into wrestling because I didn't have friends. Maybe it's true, they had friends before they went into wrestling. But largely it's a very I wasn't the centre of attention when I was younger, and now I can be. Or I was, and I want more of it. Yeah. That was that.
Let's talk about non-wrestling friends, because because I picked him up to bring him to my flat when I could have just recorded it at his flat, but
Well, then you would
I'm
have had
breaking the fourth wall.
You would-
I know my
yeah,
shit.
no.
I know I've sworn
But no,
twice now.
I
You
know.
haven't sworn at all.
I never swear. This is the thing. You never catch me swearing in any podcasts,
Really?
any things. Well, I don't swear.
Go on, say it.
I'm not going to swear.
Come on.
I'm going to maintain my 100%
Say
record.
bum. Say poo.
Bum and poo on
Okay.
like, pre-watershed.
Right. I've been told off for saying bloody hell on a PG commentary. I was told it was too far.
Sometimes, if you live in the 1970s, maybe.
Yeah.
What was I was trying to think.
We're talking about non-wrestling fans, aren't we?
Yeah, we were. I was just thinking of words that are offensive. And I was thinking of like frig.
That's really quite offensive.
But it is, but it's one of those words that you can say to someone and they're not, like, unless they know the connotations of it, it's not a... Because I was thinking of, again, going to wrestling, of words you can say, like, Zach used to use the term doorknob. You're a doorknob. And it was, doorknob head is very easy to slip in, and it's not offensive, but it is with the word. It's clever.
It's an interesting play on words.
Yeah.
Wasn't it Zach that said, frigging birds dead-eyed? Was that him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fingering birds.
Fingering
dead-eyed.
birds dead-eyed.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to ask you that.
There's a
question.
story
That's for
about it.
another
It's
time.
not for me, that's
No,
not my story.
no. I'm aware of the concept of fingering birds.
Dead-eyed.
Yeah, for private jokes. No one will.
It's not even
It's
really
not private, no.
It's not even a joke, yeah. But yes, friends outside of wrestling. So I've coached for 3 months.
Yeah?
That was weird.
So you've made some friends that aren't in wrestling.
Yeah, like it's...
Do you think you'll keep them now you're back in wrestling?
Yeah, I think... It's hard to say. Maybe it's working to get the friends from wrestling back in. That's, yeah, I think a lot... It was interesting because going from seeing your friends when you want to working with everyone, to seeing these people every day for 5 days straight, maybe 6 days, then travelling with a whole new group of people every week. You had to become friends with those people regardless, because if you didn't coexist with these people, like you can, with your workmates, at the end of the day you can go home and complain about them or whatever, but with these people you lived with these people. Like when you finished the camp, you would go to somebody else's house who you only met that Sunday, because every week you go to a new host family and they'd host you for a week, and one other coach usually. So it'd be 2 coaches with a family. So not only if you had a bad day because someone else was annoying or bad, usually the host family's kid was also on the camp. So you can't badmouth the child, because if you badmouth the child, that other child will then talk to the child, the parent, fired. But if you had a bad day because of the coach, you can't complain about the coach, because if you go home, talk to the coach, talk to the family, they'll talk to the other coach, you'll talk to them, and fired. So there's a very interesting point where, luckily, with the modern advances of technology, having an iPhone, being able to FaceTime, being able to
mobile telephones are available.
But why would you? Just
because Apple are the spawn of the devil. Should we just have a fight now?
You just can't afford them, basically.
I know. I have great tech. I hate Apple. Evil. You can't remove the battery from their phones.
Why is that a problem?
Because I cane my phone and I spend 2 batteries a day. Right. I'll show you this.
That doesn't mean that Apple are the spawn of the world. Just leaving on camera. That's fine.
Right. This is my little thingy. Right. It's actually a dock that you put the battery in the back and then you put the phone in the front and it charges them both at the same time. Can you do that with an iPhone? Can you?
Well, you can buy battery packs that charge while you're using it and carry them around with you. So yeah, essentially you can.
What, so basically that much bulk
Not really.
in your pocket? Oh, hi, this is my mobile phone, but it's like the 80s.
But essentially you can have something that's like a case like this, but it just has a little plug in there, and then you use it the same. Or if not, I can use my iPad, which has the same exact features as my iPhone, but is
But you can't make phone calls on it.
Yeah, I can.
What?
Nah. Yeah, you're just not going to win this argument, don't you?
I just hate Apple. They're just made of evil, and it's shit like.
But then you've got a Sony in the house. Like they're equally as evil. They're just less
That
known.
is true.
Yeah. Play that card.
I hate everyone and everything. Right, there was this one point where I found out that 7 countries have the death penalty for being gayers. And so I tried to boycott their shit. Try boycotting China.
Yeah, no, everything.
You ain't gonna have no electronics. So
No.
I stopped.
Yeah.
Still hate them.
I mean, yeah,
was it China? I think it was China. That had the death penalty.
Well, I mean, like, you know, things like Uganda, it's pretty easy to boycott Ugandan things. How many times are you going to buy
I struggled with Saudi Arabia because I really like stuffed vine leaves.
That's just you being picky.
I do like stuffed vine leaves.
But that's you being picky, though. But, you know,
I didn't, my boycott didn't last long.
Yeah, I was about to say, I could stop eating pistachio nuts if I knew that they had a big issue with mixed race marriages. I was trying to think of things I could be offended by. It's not many.
Mixed race marriages?
No, my parents are both black and white. Mixed race, so two different
Oh, okay.
interracial marriages, sorry.
There we go. Right, now I get it. I was like, well, I don't get it now.
Yeah.
Right.
But I was trying to think, I don't even think I could get largely offended by that.
No one, like, no country does that anymore, do they? Or maybe Southern America.
Yeah. That's because it's outside the family more than the colour of their skin. Strangely, in America, like, never... People would assume that because there was another mixed race girl who worked on camp that we were related somehow. But there was no other... Like, oh, you must be brother and sister. No.
Was she even British?
Yeah, she was.
Oh, okay.
Luckily, she was British, but like, so I remember doing a camp, and 3 weeks later, another girl like called Laura, she's lovely, she's a big girl, and she's a big brown girl, and she was just like, "Did you take a girl called Reese?" Again, I can say the name because I don't know what Reese is. Yes, what there for you? He's like, "Yeah, I remember Reese, ginger kid, quite annoying." Or I was like, "Yeah, he just thinks we're brother and sister because we're both brown, so we must be both brown, both British." That's all. That's the criteria needed.
I mean, Britain's small.
Oh yeah, she's also from down south.
Right.
But in America, they can't tell the difference between north and south. They can't tell the difference between any of our accents. So there was like a Scouse who was yeah do dee da do dee da dee da, and that was like.
So like Zach Gibson then.
Yeah.
Right.
But. So we were all like, "Can you understand that?" And they're like, "No, but I can't understand you either." And you'd be like, "Oh, okay, fair enough." Yeah, they couldn't understand Birmingham. Burmese they had a problem with.
Right.
And they couldn't understand Scouse. Southern was okay, but...
Can you do your Scouse impression again, please?
Dee da do da dee da do dee da do do. Dee do 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 dee da. That's the sentence you just need to...
That was magnificent.
But yeah, but my accent, because it's not Mancunian enough, I can get away with it. Anything with a kind of tang or an accent, they instantly were like, "Sorry, what?
Word?
What did you say? You want water? Water? Water. That's how you say it. Get your water." But largely everyone in America was really nice and friendly.
Did you get to do any wrestlings over there?
I went to D'Lo Brown's training school for
Okay.
a couple of days. Met a couple of his trainees. Hung out with D'Lo as well for one day. And got incredibly drunk.
You've wrestled D'Lo before, right?
Wrestled him here.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah. It's the only reason I got in contact with him because I was like, "Hey, I'm near you," and he was like, "Oh, cool, go for drinks." $200 bar tab later. I was slightly worse for wear. He was fine.
Yeah, I can imagine.
As big a man as he is, he can drink like a champion.
Yeah, but D'Lo's one of those guys that on the telly he just looks kind of normal sized.
Yeah.
When you meet him, there's a lot of D'Lo Brown. He's like about 6'4", and his shoulders are like. Grrr.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Yeah, and
So it's like him, Drew McIntyre, Chris Masters. No, Chris Masters is huge, but him, Drew McIntyre. They look normal size on the telly. When you meet them in person, you're like, no.
Yeah.
They're huge.
It is insane, and it's one of those people where he's as tall as he is wide. I know obviously you said it, but like it's one of the things where you know who you can know tell he's a big deal even by coming into a room. Like we were in, we weren't in this main bit of Las Vegas. We were kind of on the outskirts because the rule with Vegas is anyone who lives in Vegas hates the Strip.
Right.
Just no one will go on that Strip area. It's touristy. It's expensive. It's unnecessary. We hate it. So they all have their own little bits of Vegas around. There's a few casinos or there's a few bars, and it's quite nice. And it's normal price. So we hung out. Basically, hanging out with D'Lo is one of those things where everyone walks past, goes, "I know you from something, but I don't know where I know you from." And everyone walked past D'Lo and did the same thing. And it was quite funny after a while of just being like, take a drink every time someone looks over.
No one ever drunk.
And it was either a combination of D'Lo Brown being D'Lo Brown or me being English would get people to look over because my accent's suddenly funny. That suddenly gets people to go like, stop playing the video poker for a second and go back to playing video poker. Because on the bar they have video poker machines.
Of course I do.
Like it's like, it blew my mind that like you can sit there, wait for a drink and spend $20 before you've had a drink and like be like, oh, get some downwards. Yeah.
I would not do well in Las Vegas.
No, I did okay. I ended up. I was up $140.
How much is that in real money?
That is about £13. No, it's probably 80 quid.
I quite like 80 quid.
Yeah, 80 quid.
Could buy me 2/3 of a Wim video camera.
Oh, nice. Yeah. 2/3. Or maybe you would have got a slightly upgraded version.
Yeah. No.
No. Stick with standard.
No. I just went for the one that Aaron Bailey told me to buy. I was like, I want to buy a video camera, don't want to spend much money. And he sent me a link.
Nice.
Thanks, Aaron.
Was it to an eBay shop that had a Bailey's like eBay stuff?
No, it was Amazon. I was going to say other websites to buy stuff are available, but they're not really. eBay and Amazon in it.
Yeah, but why would
Have
you?
you bought anything from anywhere else in like 5 years?
Littlewoods. They're still around.
Littlewoods?
Littlewoods. Remember when Littlewoods were a thing?
Don't they do the pools?
Yes, they also sponsor the pools. But they used to have a shop, like a catalogue shop, like Argos.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. It became Index.
But now they're online. Like everything. Woolworths is online now.
The Woolworths went bust.
Yeah, exactly, but it's online now. 'Cause everything lives on online.
Can you get pick and mix delivered?
I hope so.
I really hope so too.
I kind of want to search that now. I'm not doing
So
it.
do I. Well, yeah, well, I did contemplate it. We'll do it when we finish. Put a little addendum at the bottom. You can or you can't
Yeah,
get pick and
a
mix.
link.
Alan's going to teach me so much.
Alan's going to hate you. Simply put. I was going to get this footage and be like, why have you sent the... Can you just do things? That's all I do to Alan now. I go, Alan.
Yeah.
He goes, yes. Are you still awake? It's like, obviously. I've said yes. Send him something. Do this. Okay. I'll have it by tomorrow. Thanks, Alan.
He's lovely.
Please.
Yeah.
Can't do many more. Like, if you ever see a Future Shock show, that whole background and thing, or any, like, not the video packages themselves, but all that stuff on the background screen is all him.
Yeah.
So, like, big props to Alan.
That's something I do want to touch on at various points during the run of this series. It could just be you.
Yeah.
It may be many, but it could just be you. But if I'd like to like get people who aren't just wrestlers, so refs and backstage people. So, shall I have Alan on?
Should definitely have Alan.
I'll have Alan on.
And get Alan to do it. I'm selfishly promoting myself. I'm going to start doing like blogs sort of thing, but not just me going, wrestling is this and this is my opinion and this is the opinion that matters most because it's of wrestlers. But actually having what other people think about wrestling, and essentially I'm trying to keep it on topic of fun and wrestling being fun and people's memories of wrestling being fun or what made wrestling fun for them. So I was thinking of like not just having wrestlers but having commentators, announcers, referees, backstage people who are just fans, like write their own little article and see where you can come across.
I like that.
But it might coexist with this. So.
I like that. I'll promise to write something for you. Take a fuck ton of time to do it, and then it'll be actually quite crap.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Safe.
As long as it's longer than text size.
Oh.
You can't just
Yeah,
send me in a
texted you.
text. Like,
I love wrestling, me. Lol.
it's great G8. I'm like, come on, at least you said it. At least use
I
proper
never
sense.
use text spec. What do you think I am? I have an English degree.
I only use text messages with the word tomorrow. I literally put TOMORO.
Don't even do that.
That's the only thing I do. Like everything else is full sentences. With old phones, I had to spend like 3 times as much money sending full text.
Oh yeah, I always did that.
But,
It was worth it for grammar.
It wasn't worth it because I was a poor student, but
I do like a semicolon in your text. It's important.
yeah, but if they can understand it, then you know, if someone has to send a text back saying what, that's when you know you've gone too far.
No such thing. And what a lovely way to end the very first edition of The Magic Word talking about semicolons in text, because that's the kind of point, is that it's supposed to be unscripted, it's supposed to be unplanned, and it's supposed to be, well, pretty much supposed to be inane.
Yeah. Well, now you've had the tester.
I have. It was you. You were my guinea pig.
Always.
Yeah.
Who got the camera working and told you needed a memory card to record things on.
Sam Bailey did do that.
But yeah, see, now you can get away with it. Just have a topic to start with and have a topic to end with, and then it'll run smoothly. Because then you know what your time frame will be.
That's true. So yeah, catch us again on The Magic Word.
See you.